much talked about Supertech Twin Towers of the ATS is right behind me here with explosives 3,500 kgs that have been layered, and every floor will be detonated simultaneously on the 28th of August. It's going to be quite a sight for residents across to watch, and also a point of worry. Of course, the sound, the pollution, the dust that this would result in is something that residents are concerned. So many of them actually taking off for a weekend, not willing to stay in the vicinity until this drive is done. So most of those buildings that you see, ATS as well as Emerald Towers there, all have packed their buildings with white sheets so that they prevent dust from coming into those windows in the houses right neighboring to that ATS building. But it's very interesting to see how this demolition will be carried out, because it's been years that residents locally have been fighting for this to go down, and once this goes down, all that debris will be moved out to a designated location. Cars in the vicinity will be allowed to park at a special multi-facility parking allotted by the Noida authorities. So it seems like this entire demolition drive is fully under control by that company edifice as well as Noida authorities.
The explosion will also come at an explosive cost. At current market price, a 3 BHK apartment in the Twin Towers would cost 1.13 crore rupees at least. With 915 flats, the towers would have made more than rupees 1,190 crore rupees if all had gone well. The cost of construction is estimated to be 70 crore rupees. The demolition will cost 20 crores. Now, the bankrupt company is finding it hard to even pay for the demolition. Supertech is paying around 4.5 to 5.5 crore rupees for the demolition. The rest of the amount, around 14.5 to 15.5 crore rupees, is expected to be made by selling off the debris. Edifice Engineering, the demolition company, has 100 crore rupees insurance for collateral damage due to the blast. The company will cover costs for damages, if any, to societies next to the Twin Towers. Bureau Report, India Today.
Only 37 minutes to go now for the Supertech Twin Tower demolition. This is literally now the final stretch. Everything has been locked. Nothing can be called off at this time. All systems go for the big demolition that's been a long time coming. As way of telling our viewers about the many advisories that have been issued by state authorities, the Noida administration, as well as health authorities in the state, here's a quick look of do's and don'ts. Final stretch to the demolition. Pay very close attention to this.
Now, if you're any of the residents who's living in the vicinity of the Twin Towers as they're demolished, here are some do's and don'ts that you need to keep in mind. Do's: shut doors and windows tightly. That's going to be critical. Don'ts: avoid opening windows and doors. There's going to be a lot of debris and dust. Do's: clean surfaces with a wet mop or a vacuum. Don'ts: cleaning or dusting with dry cloth. That's completely avoidable. Don't do that. That's not going to be advisable at all. Do's: clean surfaces several times daily. Don'ts: in fact, drink or eat without washing your hands and face. Not advisable at all. Do's: wash linen and curtains after the demolition. Don'ts: avoid nail biting and outside food for some time. That will be advisable. Do's: wash hands before eating and drinking. Don'ts: avoid running or walking in your area for some time until it is in fact advisable to do so. Do's: wash faces before eating and drinking. That's going to be extremely critical. Maintain that. Do's also: wear mask and eyeglasses. Going to be extremely safe for you. Do's: switch on ACs to avoid dust. That's going to be advisable for you to do. Do's also: clean your AC filter before and after the demolition, because there's going to be a lot of dust. And also very, very critically at the end, do's: stay hydrated.